Hey everyone, I'm here again with Jay Barino,
Hello.
and we're back. Today we're going to be playing another Rock the Cabinet co-op submission map. Today it is Dominion War Machines by Cybernetic. So the description is Mobius Corps has raided the recommissioned facility on Valhalla and are attempting to steal Dominion warships, vehicles, and other weapons using experimental Protoss warp technology. Assist Captain Mackenzie in retaking the facility and shutting down the warp devices before it's too late.
All right.
Okay, so doesn't seem like there's a difficulty selection. Who do you feel like playing?
I'll
for
probably
this
just go ahead and do some Ragnar on this.
one? Okay, I'll go Ortanis on this one.
Cool. Let's do it. So this is a recent submission, and it involves bosses. I was reading the forum thread. He did say I think normal is the only submitted difficulty for this, and that's the only required one for the actual contest.
Yes,
But it's
we all
intriguing.
know how normal difficulty is.
This
You
one looks
never
good.
really trust these.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look good.
I don't trust you map makers out there with your difficulty selections, okay? I'm fine with normal, thank you very much. But this one looks interesting. It's based off of the Valhalla mission, Engine of Destruction, I believe it's called, in Wings of
with
Liberty. Yeah.
with the Odin.
Yeah, so I don't think we're going to be following an Odin around, but
Okay, good to see you, commanders. We have a critical situation here. Mobius Corps has raided the facility and has taken complete control over the area. Destroy the warp devices. They're attempting to steal our ships and vehicles using Protoss warp technology. We must prevent that from happening. Let alone allow Mobius to use our weapons against us.
I'm nervous. It's hard when we start out to really comment anything because all we can see is the starting zone. You know, it's like, oh, it's a
Right.
flat starting zone, as it should be, so we can build on it.
We do have an expansion.
Yeah.
We can see it.
Yes, we can see our expansions down here. That's nice. Not going to say no to the expansion.
Yeah, and I know there's only a few days, like when this video is going to be online, there's only I believe, like 2 or 3 days before the submission deadline. A reconnaissance sweep of the facility shows there's a warp device nearby in Sector 3. Be ready to storm the gates when it begins powering up.
Cool. It's pretty soon, too. Like, barely enough time to get any units out, but it's nice that you get that little warning. You have a general idea of where you have to go. Good
Right.
timing on that. So I view these videos as twofold. You know, if people were early submitters, I'm hopeful that these helped with some video feedback. But at the same time, I think this is also more for viewers who will play these for themselves and then vote in the future. But I would encourage anything that goes to the top 10, which I don't believe is voted on. Blizzard chooses the top 10. But those you should play again, and we will play them again as well, so we can see what the submitted, most up-to-date version of the maps are, because I'm sure a lot of them have been modified and changed and updated.
Yeah.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, if we played an older version of a map, don't worry if you think it's going to affect how people are going to vote, because people aren't voting on the first round. It's Blizzard that picks the top 10.
All right, just a word of warning, commanders. I've received reports that Mobius Corps has deployed some dangerous new toys. They are not to be taken lightly.
What does that mean?
Toys to play with.
What does that
idea.
mean? I'm nervous.
Pretty sure she's not referring to toys as in like kid toys.
I hope not. Can you imagine just like a giant Lincoln log coming at you on this map? That would be horrifying.
Or a Lego.
Like a Lego Super Star Destroyer. Those things, by the way, are super expensive. I wanted one for so long. It's like $1,000 because they're collector's items.
Yeah, I used to love playing with Legos.
I still
The
do.
only reason I would want a kid is to be able to play, like, have an excuse to play Legos with a kid. That's the only reason I would want a kid. Otherwise, I have no desire to have kids, at least anytime soon.
Me neither. Yeah, but, well, I mean, the Legos. Granted, the nice thing about being an adult is you can buy Legos whenever you want. You don't need to wait for, like, a holiday and ask for them. You can just
Yeah.
get those Legos.
Yeah.
It's pretty exciting. So I'm not sure if there's going to be maybe a countdown, or we just... I don't know if there's going to be a countdown. I mean, it mentioned, like, the
There
new
it
toys.
is.
Okay.
All right, there it goes. Warp device is now charging up for activation. We'll take combat walkthroughs if we don't stop it. Get in there and shut it down, commanders.
Okay, so we have 4 minutes. That was overkill. Let's go ahead and send these guys in.
Yeah, might as well.
And that aligned with exactly when the Hyperion came up, which probably aligns with when a lot of heroes spawn as well. So the timings... I think the initial timings on a lot of these maps are very important. And this one seems to have gotten it quite right.
Mm-hmm. Predators. I haven't seen them for a while. They look like upgraded versions too. Don't get too close. They like to play rough.
Interesting.
Well, we destroyed it pretty quickly.
Right. We are in normal. I would anticipate that the timings on the higher difficulties would stay the same, but the bosses would in a way level up, maybe.
Uh-huh. We don't have to kill it yet. Not sure how the countdown works.
Mm-hmm. It varies, yeah, that's one thing. So, like, I think on Blizzard
never
maps,
really
even
know.
if you kill things early, it still it still waits before activating the next set of stuff, objectives, unless you get close to them. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. As long as you don't get close.
Well, I kind of want to wait for this one.
Sure.
We have time.
It's fine with me.
Command center, not enough minerals.
Maybe I'll make a fire bat army this time. That would be a mistake. I'm not going to do that.
I think I'm going air this. I do like the...
Not enough minerals.
There could be some more doodadding in our bases and expansions. But I do like the training inside the facility.
Yeah, I do like how it's inside of a facility. It's very cool looking.
There's lots of these really cool Goliaths down
Oh,
here.
sweet. And there's Warhounds up further up.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I like the look of this map a lot. I mean, outside the facility, it's just, you know, we're on like a moon or something, but inside the complex is really cool looking.
Prepare our defense. That's
I was gonna say, I had units somewhere. Where are they?
Okay, we have 50 seconds. I might just go ahead and kill it.
Sure.
Destroy the warp gate,
Okay.
so then we can defend. That's one down, but there are plenty more scattered throughout the facility.
14. I was reading the thread on this one earlier today. I believe he said this is meant to take between 25 and 30 minutes.
Okay. No wonder we had trouble calling for reinforcements. They jammed the deep space communications with a signal scrambler. Disable it. 2 warp devices have been detected in Sector 2. That's the airfield and your next target. Okay.
Banshee airstrike ready for
Not having to worry about enemy attacks because we're on normal is just such a blessing. It's such a blessing.
It's nice. Energy signatures have jumped, and the warp devices at the airfield have started powering up. Clean them out and be careful not to damage the aircraft.
I'll try.
We'll do our best.
I guess we can start going.
Start moving. Yeah, 3,
Well,
4 minutes. I think. Still unsure how the timer works.
I wonder what would... I mean, I assume we would just lose, but I'm not sure. Okay, so the boss here is a big termination bot. I'm gonna Yamato it and see how... Okay, that killed it right away. Again, that might be because we're on normal.
All right. It's kind of predictable. You don't get into a fight with Mobius without seeing an Ares warbot. Take note of their weapon loadouts.
Well, it's dead.
Again, yeah, it's dead. So far, we've killed the Predators, the 2 like heroes guarding these warp devices pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Now destroy the other one. We'll do our best.
I'm already doing my best. All right, let's see what this bonus objective is all about. I am really liking this so far. I mean, I feel like I'm just like not talking too much about it because it's really just a nice map to look at.
Right.
They don't look too friendly.
It's just a very this complex, this facility with these Vikings are called Sky Furies, just little stuff like that. I'll go back and defend.
Predator, MK2.
Signal Scrambler. Bonus experience. Okay. So when the enemy is coming to attack you, this map is large, just like the other ones.
base is under attack.
All right, good. We have the network hub back. We'll reestablish communication with Core Hall once we kick the gate crashers off Valhalla.
So it's a large map like the other ones. So
Complete.
that's the second device down.
But there are, yeah, we secure the airfield, and I like that. There's, you know, you have it's airfield, you have Wraiths, Vikings,
Yeah.
Banshees. This just keeps getting better. Now they're prepping 3 warp devices in Sector 4, where we make guns on wheels. Move your forces to the southwest and be ready to strike.
Guns on wheels. So what I was saying is the surprisingly important thing with a lot of the sizes of these maps is that the enemy attacks are indicated from pretty far away. And I think, you know, some people might be quick to say, like, oh, that makes it too easy. But that is one thing that where I've sort of complained about mobility a lot actually makes quite a big difference. Where if you see, even if you're far across the map, if you have 30 seconds to get back to your base, I find that a lot more reasonable rather than, oh, this group of enemies just dropped right on top of your base. Too bad, you know?
So sorry. All right, to go. Sector 4 is lighting up with a warp device energy. Stop them before we lose these vehicles.
Okay. Got
Another thing I want
plenty
to
of
point
time.
out is that it's a large map, but there's corridors that direct you. It breaks the map up, so it's not just a wide open space. Like the bonus objective, you have to go down a path to get to it.
Yeah, I agree.
It's nice.
Yeah, the enemies aren't just like coming from several million directions and they can take any path that gets you because it's just a big open flat area. Makes a big difference.
Oh, that's cool. Laser drill tank. Who knew that was even possible? But it's pretty impressive. I'll give them that.
That's neat. I like the mini bosses at each section. I think that's a really nice touch.
Are being attacked.
And there's multiple ones at each one too.
Yeah, and they're custom.
So I just had to fight 2 predators and a warbot.
Oh, there's another laser drill tank over here. So it looks like it actually uses Swan's laser drill.
That's cool.
We got enemy
That's
forces
1 from
inbound
3.
on
Keep
our
at it.
base.
Being attacked.
Shielding our warriors now.
Okay, I'll start going back.
All right. Now take out the last one.
Our allies are being
I like
attacked.
Mackenzie. She definitely keeps you informed throughout the mission.
Yeah.
And then if this is a map to be selected, Blizzard will definitely add voice acting for it. We say Sector 4 and Mobius will not be getting their filthy hands on our tanks.
Nice. Another thing, I mean, with the announcer, she says a lot, but she's also pretty concise.
Right. All right, now they're getting desperate. There are 4 warp devices in Sector 6 and 7. I suspect they will have big guns as well. We've cleared almost half the facility by knowing Mobius Corps. They still have a few big cards to play. Be in your guard, commanders. Another bonus objective.
Yes, Commander.
All right, looks like they found the stash of Vespene gas. They have no shame in hitting soft targets. If you spare some time, swing over to Sector 5 and deal with them.
It also was very clear that these are just for bonus experience,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is nice. Just that little bit of clarification is helpful. Sometimes you'd think, because we've played a lot of maps where it's actually, I quite like this idea where the bonus objectives actually contribute to what's happening. I do like that, but if they don't, I'm glad that it's clear what you're doing this for. And 2 makes sense. I mean,
Yes, Commander.
I'm thinking like Rifts to Core Hall, you've got 2 of those ships to kill. And a few other maps have double objectives.
There's actually a Vespene pallets over here by the Vespene Taker.
Oh,
That's a
nice.
Cool touch. Sky Marshals. They can stun your units to death. Try to take them out first.
Stun your
So
units
it's
to
Jim,
death.
it's Jim Raynor's Medivac. Or
That
dropship.
apparently also stuns us.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Quite
I
a mess
see.
in there. At least they won't get our gas. Leave the spill for now. We can clean it up later.
So we can't
Oh,
actually
you
pick
can't
those up.
No. Maybe have them pickable. All right, we got some big energy spikes, commanders. The warp devices are charging up. Same deal as the rest of them. I can see that the only criticism I have of this map, or I guess,
Additional supply depots.
is air units will have a distinct advantage. They can could probably just fly around
Enemy is coming for
the enemy
us.
defenses.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I didn't really think about that.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe just beef up the anti-air defenses specifically, just the ones right around the
Right.
pylons. So, like, you
Right.
can fly by the stuff in the corridors, but you can't fly around.
Exactly.
You can't just fly and destroy the pylons that way. Though, I mean, I assume call downs would work too. battle cruisers.
Yeah,
so
you
these
could also put air path blockers, but sometimes that just makes a mess out of the map.
yeah, it can be a little tacky.
Yeah. It's like why can't my flying ship traverse this
Go above the wall.
doodad?
So these two are separated. So I'll go to the right, and you'll.
yeah.
It looks like the
Ready.
it looks like the timer is short enough that you really couldn't get both without splitting your army or
splitting.
splitting
this one
with people. Just
looks
thinking.
like it forces-
Our allies
There's hybrid in this one as well.
Okay. Like from a solo perspective, you'd have to definitely split your army, whereas, you know, as co-op, the whole point is, you know, splitting your forces, working together.
Uh-huh. I was wondering when we'd see an Archangel, though this one seems like it prefers spray missiles from the air. So there's another custom unit there.
Two down, keep it rolling.
Commanders.
So we technically didn't have to split per se, but you do have to go. There really wasn't a lot of time.
Still don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, the timer really does keep you moving, even on normal difficulty, which I like. This feels like it's very scalable, which I like a lot.
One device left.
Yeah, I mean, keeping the timer low, I like.
All right. No signs of any active warp devices in either sector. The Hurricanes and Black Hammers are now secured. Nicely done, Commanders.
Nice. Oh, there's more.
All right, another 4 warp devices right in the middle of the battlecruiser dry docks. Something tells me this should be the last of those damn devices, so expect heavy resistance.
Okay. I did not realize that there was more. Whoops.
More to this.
Detecting enemy
Let's start.
forces.
All right, I'll deal with the attack.
Prepare to intercept.
Okay, I'll start pushing. But yeah, the
really
fact that the
liking this map,
timers... Yeah, I really like this map. The fact that the timers are short, even on low difficulty, though, I think is really important. You know, you're not scaling the difficulty by making the player move faster. They already have to move fast no matter what.
Right on cue, the warp devices are switched on. Save those battlecruisers, Commanders. And I like each section has more and more of those mini bosses.
Yeah, and hybrid. It definitely scales very well. It doesn't feel like each one is just really hard. It's scaled up as we move from objective to objective, which is one small thing that I feel like I had some issues with on other maps, where it just felt like every objective was equally challenging right from the beginning. It scales up just right.
Finish it off, Commanders. That's 4 out of 4. Sector 8 is cleared of all warp devices. You save the battlecruisers, Commanders? I'm sure Emperor Valerian will be particularly relieved. We have done it, Commanders. Did I just read that? We have taken back control of Valhalla for the Dominion.
So like a double victory. Oh, there's more.
I'm happy to declare this mission accomplished.
Oh, there's more. That's weird. There's movement going on in Sector 12. Hang tight, Commanders. I need to have a look at this. I read about this on the forums. I know what this is going to be, but it's interesting that there's like going to be a little end section here.
Let's see. Vault doors have been hacked open. That's wonderful. Labs have been trashed. Even better. Security cameras? Oh, crap. We didn't kill... There's this thing on the map. It's just the wreckage.
Yeah. So something is happening.
Mobius is just taking control of the Odins. How nice of them to keep things interesting. They'll make it to the surface in a matter of seconds. Do we have to kill Odins?
We have to kill 2 Odins.
We don't have any other choice. This facility is the highest priority. Commanders, rally what's left of your forces and prepare for one hell of a party. We must take down the Odins.
I think Tempa's battlecruiser, we shouldn't have too much trouble. But if you just went like mass
Destroy it.
infantry with Raynor, you'd be totally
You'd be
fucked.
screwed. Is that why you went battlecruisers?
No, I just wanted to go battlecruisers. One thing
Oh,
I will
okay.
point out is this end section, there's a lot of time. This is taking, I guess it's to allow the player to prepare, but for people that have played this,
All right. There they are. It's either them or us. Give them everything you've got. How much time do we have to...
it looks like it's,
Oh, God.
oh, is it? It's invulnerable, it looks like.
Vulnerable shield.
Activating shields.
Do we just have to wait? Oh, there we go.
They do move. Yamato. Well, we're definitely nuking this guy down.
Wow, this has so much health. It's way more than the original
Odin
game.
Yeah.
That's cool, though, because, I mean, you have the whole map to kind of build up your forces. Way to go, Commander. Odin Bravo's been wrecked now to take out its twin brother, Odin Alpha.
I like that it's actually moving towards your bases, though. It's not just stationary.
Yeah, and they would meet up. So you have to finish strong, so if you just barely complete and destroy the last set of pylons... It's interesting, I'm of two minds, because it's like, I do like that there's time, because if you just barely beat the first section, you need time to sort of rebuild. But at the same time, it's a long time to have to sit and
For
do
people that
basically
have played-
nothing.
Yeah. Because they know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to be a surprise after the first time you played it.
Exactly.
It was a neat surprise for me, but you know, it's not a campaign mission. These are maps that people are going to be playing over and over again.
Yeah. So that's why I'm of two minds. I think sometimes there's going to be a situation where you actually do need that time. And I like the abilities that this has too, with the point defense drone and the EMP.
Yeah. Finally down for the count. You put up one hell of a fight, Commanders.
Hell yeah, we did.
Mobius, of course, pulled the number on us, but you were good enough to save Valhalla. Impressive work, Commanders. Mission accomplished, and this time it's for real.
Hell yeah,
No third
Mackenzie.
Odin.
What's this baby girl doing after work? I'm gonna get a drink or something, Mackenzie? Anyway, that was a
Very
great
fun
map. I
mission.
like this a lot.
Yeah, awesome map.
So I guess I mean, there's not much to reiterate. I was talking about it we both were talking about it the whole time, but the only thing there's two things. One is maybe add some extra air defense. Not a ton, you don't have to go overboard, but just like add some missile turrets around the objectives themselves. And then also, just the end section, it's so hard to decide. I don't know, from our perspective, we were overly prepared, but imagine like you just barely get those last 4 pylons. Do you want that time to prepare? At the same time, if you're that far behind, you probably won't be able to kill the Odins anyway. So I would lean towards saying shorten the time between destroying the pylons and the Odins appearing. You know, give the players a few, like 15, 20 seconds, but not what felt like a full minute or so.
Right. You could even have like a very short cinematic that shows like the Odins appearing or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the players, well, I mean, that also wouldn't give the player time to like rebuild anything if there's a cinematic playing.
Yeah. But destroying the Odins really gives the ending of the map an oomph, which I like a lot, because they weren't like massacring us. I mean, I had infantry. I still have an infantry alive, a decent amount of infantry alive. So it's not like they do a huge amount of damage. But I thought it was great. Again, it just makes the end feel that much cooler. And overall, I like the look of the map. I like the layout of the map. Just a lot of little things that came together just right to make a great experience here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. And like you were saying before, this map is very scalable. Like with those mini bosses, they could scale up on brutal difficulty. The Odins could scale up as well. You could have the Odins have different attacks, stronger attacks. But very, very enjoyable map. I mean, even without the Odins at the end, it would have been a great co-op submission.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, cool. Well, this has been Deltron and Jayborino. We're signing out, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye, guys.
All right. Bye, everyone.